Hello, Sportsman. Welcome to our first Practical Sportsman Inventions Special. Now, this is not a program that has a lot of expensive items to push. No, we're looking at recycling. We're talking about saving money, having fun outdoors. Things like this oven mitt and the mag light. Hey, you'll learn all about this in a minute. This is a special about things that are practical, impractical, and a whole lot of stuff in between. I'm Fred Trost. Stay tuned.
That was not planned.
Here at the Practical Sportsman Museum, we have lots of mounts, lots of natural history mounts, great wildlife mounts on the walls. But another thing we're adding to the museum is projects, inventions by sportsmen. Look at this. We have this table, this portable shooting bench that Matt Radzilowski built this past fall. We have a fish cleaning table, game cleaning table with a hole in the middle, ice fishing sleds, tip-ups, old outboard motors, all kinds of things we're adding throughout the museum. In fact, here's one that Robert Rose from Holt called us up. He said he's tearing down his barn. He has his old boat. The unusual thing about it, I've never seen one like this before, it's a three-piece boat. See, actually, the pieces come apart. So you bolt this together, but you can also take it apart to nest one piece inside the other to put inside of a pickup truck. Unusual. We're going to try this out this spring with this hand crank outboard motor. Bob Rose also had this in his barn. I tell you, the inventions that sportsmen have come up with are incredible. In fact, many things you can invent out of recycled products. The man to do this, Ed Urban from Owasso. In fact, we've tagged him Dr. Eddie Urban. We call him our professor of the practical, impractical, and everything in between. When we got this idea to do a special on inventions, I immediately thought of Ed Urban from Owasso. He brought all of this stuff on this table that represent inventions, many that he has invented or things he's found. Here's the man, Eddie Urban from Owasso. You have come by over the years with some of the nuttiest things we've seen, huh?
Yes.
and Ed is, everybody wants to know, what are these rabbits about?
Okay, I do predator calling and predator hunting, and for different terrains.
What are these rabbits about?
I started off with only two. Okay, I only had two.
I know you didn't call them in. They're fake, man.
A male and female.
Yeah?
Yeah, the white one down here, the plastic one, I use for a decoy and a box trap. I do nuisance animal control like that.
Oh.
And this
Also, this isn't just a goofy collection of rabbit banks.
No, there's a purpose for everything and a place for everything, my wife says, and it's not in her house. But we got a baby coming, our first, and after 16, 17 years, and I have to clean out. This may stay all here. I hope you got a place for it.
So what these are decoys for predators?
Yep, and they're different colors and different sizes for different size predators. And the white is for your brown fall colors or green grass.
This actually you put in a trap.
Oh, now
what will it attract?
Whatever is after a rabbit. Like this caught a raccoon and it just chewed it all to pieces. It was a perfect one. And he couldn't get out of my box trap. He was alive, unhurt. And I took pictures and I released him someplace else. And he chewed it all up because he was mad and he couldn't eat it.
Well, he certainly tried. So that's what these little rabbits are about. I got to admit, those little rabbit decoys sounded kind of weird to me. I thought it was funny at first until I got thinking about the decoys that hunters use. I mean, consider duck decoys. They just sit there, look straight ahead, float in the water, but by golly, for many, many years, they've been attracting ducks. Then we have our deer decoys that have been tremendous. This flambeau plastic decoy. We have video of it attracting deer, just pulling them out of the woods. Totally fascinated with that decoy. And then Featherflex came out with one, lightweight, made out of foam, painted with blaze orange. You think this wouldn't work? Well, I tell you, the video shows that bucks sometimes attack these decoys viciously. Well, if these decoys that just sit there work, what about if there was some motion to them? Well, Mark Byers from Troy came out with a tail, an electric tail you can activate on a deer decoy, flicking the tail to attract a deer. Bruce Balmer put wings onto goose decoys. They just blow in the wind, but by golly, they seem to attract geese. And here's a decoy that Flambeau came out with a few years ago. You pull a string and make the head move on a turkey. The Michigan DNR says this is so effective they have banned turkeys that have any moving parts. So, our Dr. Eddie Urban got the idea that if his little rabbits attract things when they don't move, what would happen if they moved?
Now this thing I invented a long, long time ago. Now they finally come out on the market with one that doesn't even have ears. Just as a rabbit. It's on a spring. It's one of these rabbits.
Hold it.
Wait.
Okay, I'll wait.
Okay. I'll pick the whole thing up. That's okay. I'm accident prone. Okay, this is a rabbit on a platform. Now these are all my trade secrets out there.
Okay.
In practical sportsman land there. I have a spring. It's mounted on the base. It all comes apart. I took a little pill box. I camouflaged it with white against brown. I put a tail on him up here higher.
Oh, that makes sense.
It catches his eye, and it's brown because it stunk. I put just some kind of scent on it, whatever I could come up with.
Well, this is a real attractive package, I might say.
Yeah, well, I'm going to show you how this works, Fred.
Okay.
Okay. Now you're out there. You're a coyote, a fox, and you're hungry. You're an owl, hawk. All right. Now you get back in the bushes and you hide over here.
We don't really have to do
All
this.
right. I got long enough string.
Okay. In fact, I'll
And
hold
we'll
this
weight
up.
this down. All right. And this is a sound effects. You can take this off if you want to. It's just held down with a rubber band. And if you take it off and you got your calls going, you got your electric call, your hand mouth.
My. You know, the sound does add a lot. Now, why in the world would an animal, why would you think of taking BBs in a certs box and using that to attract animals?
It'll help him pinpoint it if he can't see it, and it'll sound like the noise is coming from him. You want him to focus just like your deer decoys. You want him like you got your buck. He was focused on that doe.
Yes, but it didn't sound like he had a lot of loose parts inside.
Well, they tell me that too.
I see. But it's a concept. The man tries these things.
Yeah, there's a lot of trial in the air.
You know, this does make some sense, though, that if you're in a tree stand or out hunting and you make a noise like that, it's not a noise that would be threatening to the animal, but it would get their attention. See, we pulled that one out of the bag, huh? Oh my, where would Eddie Urban get these goofy ideas like a rabbit on a spring that you pull with a string? Well, I tell you where he got that idea. The Bass Pro Shop Spring Hunting and Shooting Catalog, page 9. Here it is. It's called the Rigger Rabbit. It says it's a real predator magnet. It's this little rabbit decoy that has a motor inside that makes that thing move. It doesn't even have any ears. What's the price? $59.99 plus $7.95 shipping and handling. I tell you, that makes Eddie's homemade rabbit bank look like a pretty good deal. In fact, you can look through these catalogs, find all sorts of products for camouflage, for blinds. Now, here's one. Now, this is called a wilderness shield. Now, this is a blind. You would think that Eddie invented this. It has a hat in it, and you wear it like this to hunt from. Now, Eddie wouldn't make a blind like this because this thing sells for $250. Eddie, do you have anything that would be a little more affordable that would camouflage us?
All right, I'm going to show you how to make real quickly a hooded
hood.
A hooded hood out of a common
hood.
A common hood, real quick. Just real quick. Turn it inside out. My dad's going to get mad. He loaned me this. All right, you just get the inside layer. You get it cutting. You can stop the camera anytime you want and let me catch up.
Oh, that's okay. You're doing good.
Okay. If I do it all right and don't go through 2 layers.
2 layers? There's 2 layers on
Yes,
it?
there's 2 layers here. I'm sorry. There's 2 layers.
Oh.
This is 2 layers thick.
Okay, so you're just cutting through the top layer. You know what this
I
reminds
thought
me
you
of?
went. I thought you went to a wassail.
No, keep going ahead. This reminds me, doesn't it kind of remind you of Martha Stewart's Living TV show?
Yeah.
Things like this, little handy things.
It's so good. Yeah.
Yes. What are we going to end up with?
We're gonna.
Start to finish.
Well, keep cutting.
I'll back up for toilet paper probably. I'm done.
Well, that won't make it, but
Hey, I was hunting arrowheads out west, and the people I was with, I was sitting there, doing my business in the sagebrush, and I didn't have enough toilet paper, and my relatives were walking by me with their head down looking for arrowheads. I said, hey, you got some toilet paper I can have a drink? And they said, hey, there's a lot of arrowheads here. Heck with you.
just a little story on the side while we're...
I had to walk back to the camper. All right, now we got it this one. All right, we got it
Now
this
that that picture is in my mind.
one. Okay, we got.
Oh,
All right.
oh
I'm gonna
my.
put this over my head, and I'm gonna feel where my eyes are at, and pull it out. Okay.
Oh my.
I brought my buddy Gail
Oh.
Melling from Owasso, and I wish I wanted now, because I don't need enough.
No, please don't try to cut the eye holes.
Oh no, I got one eye. Okay, that's the artificial one, right? All right, I'll pull it out when it's safe. Don't do this at home. All right, you don't need to make it big because it's going to stretch. All right, you can do it by hand and widen it later. Now, I remember I started out with just a little.
I remember
Okay,
it
and I only
well.
got one eye, so I only need one eye patch.
It looks good.
But you can make it bigger. All right. And white for snow and black is for at night with if you're predator hunting.
Oh my. Oh my. Okay, well now that we have that tip,
All right.
because this saves you money actually on buying one that already has the eye holes in it. Which can
Yes,
be
and
more expensive.
it can be all rummage sale stuff too. A lot of these rabbits, a lot of this stuff's from rummage sale.
No,
And
you're kidding me.
a lot of this.
Well, as I look at it, I can believe it. Come to think of it. I tell you, the man is a wizard with a pair of scissors, is he not? Things he comes up with. Let's change gears here and look at another type of outdoor product. Things you can wear on your belt. Now, here's a pouch that is made that carries shotgun tubes, the tubes you screw in for chokes. Of course, knives and knife sheaths, all kinds of things you can wear on your belt. Here's a Leatherman tool, comes in its own little Cordura pouch. Now, there's another pouch you can get, shotgun shooters. In fact, a lot of shooters have things to carry their shells, ammo, all kinds of holsters. Oh, my sister got me this. This is really cool. This is a little holster for Tabasco sauce. What would you use this for? Oh, if you go to many bland potluck dinners, you need one of these. And for one of these little mini mag flashlights, they make a special little holster for that. But, I have another problem. I have one of these great big mag flashlights. What the heck am I going to carry this in? I'm just about out of ideas. I wonder if Dr. Eddie could help me. What about this hot pad thing here, this Looney Tunes?
Well, this is something else I picked up at a garage sale for 10 or 15 cents, and I seen that, and I goes, I gotta have that. I gotta have that for something. And when I left the house, I goes, I gotta have it for Fred's call. And his cavity call goes right in there, and you just hang that on his belt. And then when he's out, if he sees a coyote, because that's probably the closest he'll get with this call, is if it looks his way when he hollers, "Hey, coyote!"
Very good.
So that's just a call holder, is what that is.
A call holder.
Yeah. All right, now we're going to move on to bow fishing.
Now that isn't a bad idea, come to think of it.
Well,
It's a little pouch. You could put it on your belt. I mean, as goofy as it sounds, who would have thought? There are some things you could put in a pouch like this.
they usually use something like that for turkey calls that are long. See,
Yeah. Put a
but
turkey
me,
collar.
when I walk, I'm always I'm deaf. I got busted eardrums. And I have my hearing aids here, and a lot of times when I'm walking, I'm clicking and clanging, and it did help me one time because I heard a deer. They just let me. I was muzzle loading. I had possible bags and all kinds of stuff, clicking and clanging and bucket, and they were like laughing at me. I mean, they knew I was coming. I didn't jump them. They knew. They knew, and they knew I wasn't. They thought I wasn't a hunter. Well, I wasn't really, because I guess I wasn't a hunter too good, but I got close to him.
I see. So, what else do we have?
All right. If you got a first aid pack with you, or you should, I always have to carry, like I said, I'm expert phone. So I carry this bag, and we rip them open out west on the back side. And then we have a poncho, rain poncho. If we get caught out in the rain, then it's just our heads. You know, you do the arm and head.
We'll do that.
The
You can
arm
put
and
that on.
heads.
So this is
Okay.
Okay.
Just rip it open and on the sides.
Well, this is an inexpensive rain poncho.
Yeah, this is an emergency poncho. I got the right end. Hope I do. We're gonna run out of film here,
But it's worth it.
yeah. You can try this at home. You can try this one at home.
There we go. And a handsome rain poncho it is.
Yeah. Well, if you don't want to get wet, you don't have to cut the holes. Just walk around like a mummy or something. The very first that saved me, I want to tell you thanks. I wrote you a letter. You never acknowledged it. I don't know if you even got it. But I went to your very first your center around. I went to everything, and hey, I love you, man. I do. Okay, I do. I mean, bro. Okay, but no. You saved me a lot of money. I was buying all kinds of crap that didn't work. I have never, ever, never seen deer when I used bought and cents.
Mm-hmm.
So I started peeing in a bottle, and it worked. I got me my first buck was a 6-point with a gallon of pee. I made a trail to me, and he was going crossways, caught that scent, and come up to me, and I was up like a bare naked tree with no limbs. I had all tree bark, a big tree bark man, and he kept staring at me, and I double lunged him, and I got me
the
my
buck.
first
So don't tell
buck
me.
because of you. A gallon of my own pee.
I'm proud and I'm happy. And
So,
please.
what I do is I just take a bottle, and this is 100% pure pee.
From
'cause
you.
It's from me, and I know it's pure because it's from me.
Uh-huh.
But don't do this. See, I used to have just shampoo bottles at my sister's, my nephew Bobby's marsh. I took this, I don't know why, but I walked in the back door, I set it on the kitchen sink, and he shampooed his hair. And he couldn't get it clean. He couldn't get his hair clean. And he said, "What is that smell?" I go, "Oh, man." But he didn't notice. I always mark up my bottles with the
Magic marker.
I didn't have a pea thing there, but I had it like that. Now
marks
I
on
put pea on everything. So that's my lure, all right? I go to straight baking soda now, even though they say it may fall on the ground and leave your scent. Well, by the time it leaves my scent, I got my deer, I'm home where it's warm now. And then for your blood trail, I use that peroxide, and it bubbles it up, the trail. I've never had to use this because I never had to track a deer. But
Good man.
I got it, though. And usually I'm cutting myself in the woods all the time, so I use it on me. It's almost empty now. I'll get that off the table.
Oh, he's a mad scientist. There's no doubt about that. The man experiments, but he has found that a substitute for the products that hunters buy to spray on the ground to detect blood trail of deer, one good substitute for that, inexpensive substitute, is peroxide. It'll do the same type of thing. Another line of products is scent eliminator products. You can wash your clothes in or put on your body, and a great substitute for that is baking soda. A number of these products contain baking soda. Now, there's another principle involved here that Eddie is aware of, and a lot of hunters are, in that a vegetarian can get closer to deer than someone who eats meat. And this is a basic principle because the odors that we put out from eating meat actually scare deer. So there's different products. Here's one called a breath master. The theory is that maybe this odor is coming out through your breath, so it has a filter here. No. Mm-hmm. If you put this in your mouth the whole time you're hunting, maybe the deer won't smell your breath if that's where the meat odor comes from. Now it's widely known that this odor is not in the human urine, but this does not stop Eddie from his experiments.
If you got canned goods at home, they're vegetables, and they're rusted through because you left them at the cabin or you're in the basement, something, don't throw them away. Just take them and feed the animals with them. What I'm gonna try now, not now, but later, I'm gonna
Thank you.
I'm gonna grind this stuff up because of my urine being I'm a meat eater. I want to mix more vegetables with my urine, so I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna mix vegetables with it. It'll be more of a
You know, not
a deer.
everybody would think of that.
more of a deer thing. But,
Never dawned on me.
not this can. Got some stuff for you. Here's apple soap.
Glycerin
Smell-
soap?
You know, so the deer.
That smells good.
And some apple shampoo. What's
I'm not doing any of your shampoo.
you know, just
I don't care what you say it
you
is.
are learning quick.
I'm staying away from Eddie Urban shampoo.
You are learning quick.
What?
All right.
What?
Okay, here's something too. Don't ever buy a black camouflage flashlight or nothing. Your flashlight is far at night, and you gotta find it. I've rolled them down the hills, and I've had to just find them by hand. And if you can't find a flashlight, you don't own a flashlight.
So you know that
have
makes
it so
sense.
you could find it.
A camouflage flashlight.
Yep.
That's one piece of equipment.
And a
that's not worth-
camouflage. Don't ever be an idiot and lay down your knife, because you won't find it. I had to go back to the metal detector, and I read Fred's article, and
Don't lay
I
it
found
down,
mine
yeah.
with my metal detector looking for it. So.
This is a turkey call. And of course, calling is a very effective way to ambush game, to sucker them to come in. Here's a duck call, goose call, and we have a deer grunt call. These are all serious calls. Here's one that is hand-carved, shape of a fish. Twain Sponsler from Illinois sent this to me. He carved it himself. He says it's a fish call. I don't know. This is. I thought this was about the goofiest call I've seen until Dr. Eddie introduced me to a call, and I found that wild critters aren't the only suckers for calls.
All right, now I'm going to have you make a
Oh, I can't wait for
coyote
this.
call right on TV, real quick. It's quick to make.
Out of a toilet
Yeah, we
paper
got
tube,
the-
a straw, and duct tape. Red
got-
Green will be so proud.
We got the handyman's magic tool duct tape.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but we're going to improve on it.
Improve on what? The toilet paper
On the
tube?
duct tape. That's,
Oh, okay.
That's in the next segment.
Okay. Oh, this
All right.
is
We're going to make you your own call.
coyote call.
Yep. Or fox, predator call.
Okay.
All right, take this tape. I'll hold the mic. now try and copy this as much as you can. This resembles an owl call. All right.
Copy it?
You want it? Yeah, just block off one end of it.
Tear it right about here?
Yeah, like this.
Uh-huh.
That's good. That's good.
Oh, I'm a quick learner. Now, this toilet paper, does this have any value? Does it look like a tail or something we should retain?
No, because we're going to be in the
Okay.
snow.
Toilet paper goes, okay. If we're in the snow, why are we doing this camouflage? Don't forget it.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, now you need to poke a hole in the other end. So just take a pair of scissors and poke a hole right in there.
Oh, a blunt-nosed pair of scissors.
Or a knife.
Let me see. Poke. Oh, easy, man. There we go. I have a hole on this end.
Okay. Now hold it up to your mouth.
I'll be proud to.
Okay, and I want you to take 3 deep breaths
3 deep breaths in a row.
and then hold it. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay, ready?
Yeah, I'm
Okay,
ready.
this is coyote call. Here, coyote! Here, coyote! Payback.
I've been had. That is a.
How red his face is.
Okay. How about if we move on here?